Hi guys, my name is LordSevein, and welcome to the third episode of my How-To Terraria tutorial series. In this episode, I'll be walking you through the first day of the game, including spawning, gathering wood, building your first house, and basic exploration. If you haven't yet seen the previous two episodes of the series, I suggest you watch those first. In those episodes, I cover a lot of the basics, which will help get you familiar with the controls and gameplay mechanics. When you enter your world for the first time, it'll be early morning, and you'll spawn on a random part on the surface. It's worthwhile to note in Terraria that the world generation process is entirely random, so if you don't like your spawn, there's no harm in deleting this world and trying your luck again. If you look up at your hotbar, you'll see you already have two tools in your inventory, a copper pickaxe and a copper axe. Also, somewhere nearby you'll see your first NPC, the guide. Feel free to spend a minute or two talking to the guide by right-clicking, as he acts as a sort of tutorial for the game. The first thing you need to do after familiarizing yourself with the controls is to gather some wood. Explore to the left or right until you come across some trees. When you're ready, select the axe, left-click and hold at the base of the tree until the tree breaks. You can then collect the wood and acorns that fall down. Although the wood is your main goal, feel free to keep the acorns as you can plant those to grow trees in the future. Also, cutting down taller trees will yield more wood than cutting down smaller trees, so be sure to target those first. Repeat this process as often as you like, or until you have a stack of wood of at least 150. During this time, you'll probably start getting attacked by your first monster, the slimes. Don't panic. If you're patient enough, you can even position yourself where the slime will be constantly hit by your swinging axe while you gather wood. This will keep them off you while you get what you need. Once you've gathered enough wood, head back to your original spawn location. Once you're back, you're ready to begin building. Although you can build structures anywhere in Terraria, it's usually best to establish a home base near or directly on your spawn location on the surface. This will give you a safe place to hole up if you die later on. The first thing you'll need to do is build the frame of your house. Select the wood on your hotbar and left-click to place blocks of wood. I would suggest keeping this first house fairly small because you probably don't have enough resources to make a large one yet. You can always add to it later. I would suggest dimensions of at least 6 high and 22 wide in order to fit all the basic crafting tools and a table and chair. If you need, you can flatten some of the area around you by using the pickaxe. When placing your left and right walls, be sure to leave a 3-block gap from the floor to the ceiling. You'll place your doors here in a bit. The next thing you'll need to do is craft a workbench. Press the escape key and go down to your crafting area. If you've gathered enough wood, and you should have by now, you'll see that you have the option to craft a workbench by using 10 pieces of wood. Using the mouse wheel or cursor, left-click on the workbench once. You can now drag this to your hotbar, select it, and place it on the ground. Now when you go back to the crafting interface, you'll notice that you have a lot more options than you did before. Scroll up on the mouse wheel until you see the wood wall, and craft about 120 of these. Place the wall behind your house by left-clicking and holding while moving. It'll be really important to cover the whole area of the wall, because if you miss a spot, NPCs may not move in later on. You can be extra safe and build your wall 1 block further than you need to if you like. Next, you'll want to go back to your workbench and craft 2 doors. You can place these by left-clicking on the ground under your left and right walls. Be sure to have at least 3 blocks of clearance on either side of the door for it to open and close properly. If there isn't, you'll need to clear any trees, grass, or furniture that's in the way. Finally, you'll need to make the house livable for NPCs. In order to do that, you'll need to use the workbench to craft a table, chair, and several torches. Place the table and chairs next to each other, and place the torches on the walls above your doors. Crafting torches requires 1 slime gel and 1 wood, and you'll get 3 torches out of the deal. You can get slime gels as drops by killing slimes. If you don't have gels to make torches yet, you can come back to this step later. After you've finished building your first house, there will likely be a bit of daylight left. You can take advantage of this by doing some basic exploration. First, be sure to craft a wooden sword and place it somewhere on your hotbar that's easy to reach. After that, set off in any direction you want to explore. The main goal of this exploration is to collect the gels that slimes drop, so that you can craft torches later. but it is also useful to note the location of any unusual terrain, like caves, corruption, or chasms. You may also find some basic ores like copper and iron on the surface. Be sure to collect them if you see them. You should also collect any mushrooms you see as you travel. These heal you for 20 life when eaten, and are used in making your first potions. You can collect these by swinging a weapon or tools at them. Pretty soon you'll notice that it's starting to get dark. You'd better start heading back to your house before nightfall. If you haven't lit up your house and some of the surrounding area, I would suggest doing that now. From this point, you should be set up with the basics you'll need to continue to progress in the game. Be sure to check out my other Terraria how-to videos, or my Let's Plays for more information on the game. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a thumb, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.